out of whack. Because according to Pokemon TV, this episode, episode 52, is episode 1 of season 2. And it just isn't, is it? Like, the opening theme is still the same, it's not changed over to that we all live in a Pokemon world bollocks. And the story of Ash's journey to the Indigo League hasn't really ended yet, has it? It's nowhere near. So just to clarify, I'm gonna stick to the kind of home video release season order, which means that season 2 won't begin until like episode 81 or something, Palette Party Panic. So if anyone's just like, Liam, this is supposed to be season 2 by now, it just isn't. I'm not going with that. I'm doing the order that I want to do. And if you don't like it, I mean, the episodes are still going to be the same. That's all that matters, isn't it?
And we start off with Liam criticizing Pokemon TV for putting this episode in the wrong season, and not gonna lie, that very jarring white Pokemon TV did 4 kids move there.
So today's episode takes place on Princess Day, which is, according to Misty, the day where women rule. Only appreciating women one day out of the year, how very 90s.
Why are you pretend that Father's Day or Mother's Day doesn't exist? Which are also day limit comes around after a year has passed. Because this shows that you don't care about special events that represent something or someone's day.
The narrator explains that during Princess Day, all the shops have sales specifically for women, and men are just expected to wait around and carry the bags. Mate, that's literally every time I've ever been shopping with a bird.
Well, actually, Liam, the Princess Festival in this episode is based on Girls' Day, which
I don't care. I don't care. I read the Wikipedia article all about Girls' Day, and it was boring. Stop trying to mansplain everything.
I swear, Celestia, I just mentioned that before I saw this one. So this is extra simple. Oh, and this episode's special event is actually based on National Women's Day, not National Girls' Day.
The gang end up at a cafe, and Misty has about 6 rounds of dessert because girls eat free during the festival, whereas Ash and Brock, being guys, have to still pay, and they can only afford a glass of juice each. Mate, what a bad friend Misty is. If she's entitled to free food and can see that her friends can only afford to have a drink each, why doesn't she just order a little bit of extra food so that her friends don't go hungry? I thought it was Princess Day, not treat your mates like day.
Because they didn't ask. Seriously, you asked why Misty didn't buy extra food for guys when didn't ask if they wanted it as well.
Yeah, us men are asking our stallion friends what they want. Oh, really? Because great and powerful Trixie remembered that Twilight got a number by Pinkie Pie after exiting the diner.
And I thought my number is
Misty tells Ash to look at the sign behind him, and we see this, and Christ, there's a bit to unpack here. First of all, his name is Fiorella Cappuccino. Get it? Because he's Italian? It's the height of comedy, guys! God, some stuff in this show really is a product of its time, isn't it?
Tell that to Bowser, who is also named after region food.
But wait, there's more. The movie he's in is simply called Gigantic. Oh God. Is that a reference to his—
And we gonna mute Liam doing owner comparison here, because no one don't uses the word gigantic like that.
Jesse's on a shopping spree and tells the cashier to charge everything to the Team Rocket account. Mate, I know it's Princess Day and you get mad discount, but charging it all to the work account? When the accounts department checks the receipts, you're gonna get fired, mate. Jesse's due a disciplinary hearing. Pass it on.
Or this is the episode Poke Jabs at Scalpers, because, you know, they ruined everything including special events.
James starts complaining because he hates what he calls this silly Princess Festival. And he does it with the same energy as those people who go,
I'm just saying, where's the Straight Pride Festival?
What I'm saying is, James needs to shut the f up.
Liam calling out anti-LGBT group. That was these many cents.
Jessie says not all the gifts she bought are for herself. She got some gifts for the boss so that he won't be mad at them for not catching Pikachu. Not being funny, mate, but if there was something I would hate more than being given a gift that I didn't ask for when you could have easily given me the money so I could have put that towards something I actually want or need, it would be someone buying me a gift that I didn't ask for with my own money. Sure, in this case it's technically Giovanni's company's money, but same difference.
Referring to previous sin.
Hey look, it's the Lickitung that Jessie definitely hasn't been using in previous episodes due to the episode order being all goofed up. Yeah, thanks for that, Porygon. Oh wait, I forgot, it wasn't Porygon's fault, was it? And Pokemon completely agree. Never forget. Something else you should never forget about is hitting the thumb.
Yep.
I was about to commend Lickitung on its mad skill since it managed to lick all those treats out of those boxes without moving or damaging any of them. But then I checked its Pokedex data and it talks about Lickitung's tongue being really super sticky, so this actually all makes sense. Actually, no, wait, it doesn't, because why didn't the boxes stick to its tongue?
Because he doesn't want to eat plastic box? Seriously, aside from Gumwater and Mug, who would eat garbage?
After Lickitung steals the boss's gifts, Meowth chimes in with,
That's one hungry Lickitung.
but if Meowth knew what Lickitung was, why did he say nothing when Jessie just asked what it was? Meowth, mate, you've been given the gift of speech. When someone asks you a bloody question, use it.
Apparently Liam forgot that Meowth loves to get its information from Jessie, so it would be funny.
Lickitung tries to eat a bunch of clothes, but doesn't like the taste and spits them out. Mate, what did you think cotton and polyester were going to taste like? Jessie sends out Arbok and was about to commend Lickitung on its mad skill since it managed to lick all those treats out of those boxes without moving or damaging any of them. But then I checked its Pokedex data and it talks about Lickitung's tongue being really super sticky, so this actually all makes sense. Actually, no, wait, it doesn't, because why didn't the boxes stick to its tongue?
Do we say anything about this?
Jessie throws a Pokeball at Lickitung despite not weakening it at all, which is kind of ballsy, but also kind of makes sending out Arbok in the first place kind of pointless. Like if she'd just thrown a Pokeball from the get-go, she could have saved herself a trip to the Pokemon Center. Do Team Rocket even use the Pokemon Center? How do they actually heal between episodes?
I've got it.
Jessie says she's going to give her credit cards a good workout. Wait, you had your own credit cards? Then why were you charging stuff to the Team Rocket account? A criminal who steals from other criminals? That's criminal.
Sarcasm, Liam.
Oh look, it's like those massive holiday sales you get in America, except no one's been shot yet. Now, I know that sounded a little harsh, but I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of Americans watching would agree. You guys do find some pretty pathetic reasons to whip your pistols out. Case in point.
Oh my.
Yes, we all know what they're based on. Put your knowledge boners away. And I also read a picture from the big actor from earlier. Jessie suggested Misty may use the contest to resolve their little dispute. Mate, your dispute was over a piece of clothing that both of you let another person take. Your dispute's already been resolved.
Weirdly, Misty responds with,
And the winner gets to keep the doll collection?
Of course the winner gets to keep the doll collection. Why would the winner be like, well, here's the doll collection. After all, you did lose. Screw your bloody head on, girl.
Are you serious?
This guy right here is wasted as a commentator. He should have his own Las Vegas show.
That's an hominem attack.
Jessie mocks Misty by saying she'll only win the contest if they have a Pee-wee division. But you do have to kind of question a contest to crown a festival queen that allows women of all ages to compete. Like, part of this contest is a beauty contest, and if you're watching a beauty contest and you have the option to vote for an adult woman to win or a 10-year-old girl, everybody's gonna vote for the adult woman to win, surely. If there is anyone out there that's thinking,
Well, if I was watching this beauty contest, I'd vote for the 10-year-old to win.
please unsubscribe and never come back.
Sorry, where do you get that? This is a beauty contest? Like, yeah, we agreed against those freaks who are obsessed with kids. But this episode will debunk what you said, so what gives?
The grand prize doll collection is revealed, and to be honest, it looks pretty crap. Oh my god, there's a Poliwhirl one. The stakes just got raised, lads. Where do I sign up?
Wait, you noticed your boy doll, but not noticed Jinx's doll has blackface?
So, my eyes are correct.
It's revealed to the characters that this is not just a beauty contest, and that the contestants will have to prove their battling skills in a Pokemon tournament. Good, we like battle-heavy episodes of Pokemon, so I am well on board for this.
See what I mean? Liam just heard that this is not a beauty contest, but take what Jessie, of all things, and think is true. Which is ironic because Jessie has the same IQ as Trixie. Oh, you did not say that.
Misty begs Ash and Brock to lend her some of their Pokemon since you can have up to 4 Pokemon to compete with in the tournament. Mate, you have 4. You have Goldeen, Staryu, Starmie, and Psyduck. It's almost like being a monotype trainer is very, very restrictive, isn't it?
Oh, so you and your boy do not?
I'm not legally required to answer these questions.
Misty tries to tell some sad backstory about how she never got her own princess dolls and only got her older sister's hand-me-downs. But in the flashback, she's just off to the side eating a random pie for no reason. How is having a whole pie to yourself a bad thing? Back in our family, we had to share. What a privileged little cow Misty is.
Okay, but Saf, look at the doll collection Misty's sisters have compared to the pie Misty is eating. That's just unfair. Second, did you seriously call Misty a cow like that? Like, seriously? Say that?
And I hot riff call Cryptic Mario as a icon for having text-to-speak voice.
Rift did.
Misty says that when she used to get hand-me-downs from her 3 older sisters, they would say, "Isn't that great, Misty? You get 3 sets of dolls all to yourself." Yes! That is great! You get more toys to yourself than each of your sisters had combined. I was the youngest child in my house, and it was bloody great when you used to get hand-me-down stuff. All the cool toys that you used to see your older siblings play with that you weren't allowed to play with suddenly became yours. It was a bloody great system. Honestly, Misty, you should just be bloody grateful you had toys at all.
Not if the doll is broken, because, you know, she mentioned that while you calling her cow.
Misty says that with Pikachu as an electric type, Bulbasaur as a grass type, Vulpix as a fire type, and her own Starmie as a water type, how could she lose? I mean, if one of your opponents has a ground type, a flying type, a water type, and an electric type, there's absolutely a chance you could lose.
I don't think we need to explain why that's a sin.
Why is the Who's That Pokemon Butterfree? It's not even in the episode, is it? Meowth once again forgets he's a Pokemon. I swear, 1 minute Meowth's all like, haha, cat puns, 9 lives, yeah, lol, and then the next minute he just forgets his species again. Sort yourself out, Meowth lad.
Once again? What the heck are you talking about? Because in this episode, Meowth didn't forget that he's a Pokemon until now. Like, where do you get that idea from?
Ash points out that it's down to just Misty and Jessie, and I hate to be that guy, which means I'm absolutely about to be that guy. But if this were me, I'd just call the police and be like, yo, there's a known Pokemon thief competing in this competition, you might want to come and pick them up. Because then Misty would just win by default. I guess that's not very protagonisty though, is it? Actually, no, it is protagonisty, because you're reporting criminals that are on the loose. Remember, in Viridian City, they had wanted posters up. There are warrants out for their arrest.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Jessie gets emotional because when she was a kid, she never owned a single princess doll. See, Misty, I told you should have been more grateful. At least you got dolls handed down from your siblings. Jessie had nothing. Misty is an entitled little bitch. Confirmed.
Okay, this is the second time you talk to Misty like that. Like, did you get an idea from a Christian who thinks Pokemon is satanic?
Yeah, about that.
Oh my Celestia!
Direct quote from Cappuccino after the commentator explains that now it's the finals.
Sí, finals are fantastico.
Mate, they couldn't have made this lad sound any denser, could they? It's lucky this guy's apparently got a gigantic schlong because he's got nothing going on in his head, has he?
Even that's bad? We're going to see Milo is voiced by Chris Pratt, who has no experience with Milo games. Oh, and Liam says border cliche.
James James chants,
Jessie, Jessie, she's the best.
and Meowth follows up with,
Let's go, Jess!
which really doesn't fit the rhythm, so I think the original song was more likely to be,
Jessie, Jessie, she's the best. She's the one with massive
tits. Honestly, didn't expect that.
Ash yells out,
What's happening?
Lickitung's licking Pikachu's face, mate. Open your eyes, lad. Although, in Ash's defense, he should be surprised by what's happening, since Lickitung couldn't actually learn Lick until Generation 2, so what Ash is witnessing right now is technically impossible. Direct quote from Brock.
Jessie might pull it off.
I bet James has said that before.
Lads.
Seriously? Another joke?
After collecting her prize, Misty boxes up the doll collection to send back to Cerulean Gym, saying she'd love to see the look on her sisters' faces. But if the dolls are being delivered to Cerulean City Gym, where your sisters always are, whilst you're off travelling, that means they get to enjoy the dolls and you don't. So who's really winning here? You could have at least kept the Poliwhirl one with you. That's banging.
Apparently, I've never heard of sibling rivalry before.
Well, this is a little awkward out of context, isn't it?
Says a guy who is for a joke and you